What up, what up, what up? Tuesday night, we back again. What up, Cobb? What up with it? Razor. You know, it's Dean Boy, but I'm gonna call you Razor. You feel me? What up with it, man? It's Thursday, Tuesday before the holidays. Hold on one second. Tuesday before the holidays, man. Gotta get back to feeding the streets. Shout out DJ Holiday. Hey Cobb, let me tell you, man, it's crazy, man. I was gotta improvise, bro, cause I was about to go buy some stuff, bro, that I didn't even need for that job, card, bro. And shout out again to YouTube. I got right on YouTube, bro. Yeah, hit me up. I got right on YouTube, bro. And I saved myself a little money, saved myself a lot of time. You feel me? So what up with it, Batiste? What up with it, Lawrence? Yeah, YouTube University, facts, bro. YouTube University, big facts, man. I swear it saved some time and it saved some money for me. Hey, tell them that's what's up. Yeah, YouTube University, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, real talk. Like I always say, man. I'm always say we only good as each other because this YouTube, bro, it got me right here where I'm at with y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about nothing when it come to this, like I'm always say. And basically I sit down on YouTube, like sitting down in a college class or something, or just sitting down with like old men having conversation. You know what I'm saying? I was able to sit down on YouTube, man, and learn the game. And it's still so much to go. So yeah, yeah, the pictures, yeah, when I sent you the hey, I got in there so quick. I did that job, bro. I did it quick. I'm gonna talk about it. I did it quick. That might have been, matter of fact, when I think about it, that's close to one of my most profitable jobs. Now when I think about it, bro, I've done something else pretty quick like that took me like, it was pretty fast. But yeah, facts. What up, my man? What of the grass, man? What up with you? Hey, bro, let me tell you something good to meet you up there too at the expo, bro. I don't even know if I got a picture with us or not, Willie. But man, yeah, good to meet you. What up with it, Mario? Back in the building. Hold on, let's see, man. I know I can't. I got, man. I got about. Let's see. We're doing a countdown too now. I got about 120 days till I get back live on IG. I get back on live on IG, man. I'm gonna try to run for y'all on there too. Try to run a play on there. Give it a couple more minutes. I also got a guest tonight, so got a special guest tonight, man. We're gonna get it in here, man. Give it about one more minute. Man, my dog, what is up, bruh? Hey, let me tell you something, bro. I talked about you right before the expo, bro. My first year at the expo, my second year at the expo, bro. We was together. The was it? Yeah, my first and second year, we was together quite a few days, bro. Man, hope everything good with you and the family, bro. Hope business is being prosperous for you, man. Glad to see you in the comment section tonight, bro. Man, that's my dog. All right, we gonna get it cracking, man. We gonna get it cracking. Back in here again, Boneyard Line Service, solo operator down here in Kentucky, man. Uh, fifth year, wrapping up, heading to the sixth year next year. Finally 5 in. Just got started and we here today. So it is what it is, man. We back at it, and this past week with me, it's been rain, man. This last week, let me talk about last week. I wasn't here last week. Forgot all about last week, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in with me last week, man. I wasn't here. My pops ended up getting sick, man. And what up with you, Wilson, Smurf? Yeah, my pops ended up getting sick, man, and you know, had to make sure Pops was straight, man. And after the weekend, when it come around to Tuesday, I was still worried about him and stuff. And just had to make sure Pops was good, man. And he doing way better than he was, man. And sometimes, man, life just happens, man. Life just happens, and you never know how it's gonna be, but you gotta keep rolling. You feel me? The world keeps spinning. So Pops is back doing way better, man. Appreciate everybody that reached out, man, and checked up to see what was going on last show. Don't Sometimes when stuff happen, man, you don't get on here, you can't talk about everything on the internet, but you know, my pops, he watches this show every Tuesday night, man. We was in the hospital, man. We talked, and he said, "Ah, yeah, I'll check you out every Tuesday night." So, man, yeah, facts, man. Really appreciate that, man. Yeah, so pops doing good, man. So last week it was that's what had me out. This past week been rain, so been wanting to get a lot of leaf jobs, and I'm gonna tell y'all it's gonna tie in. So got a lot of leaf jobs I need to get done. And like I've said for I don't know for a while now, property management companies. So had about 5 days of rain out of about these last 7. It's been wet. It's gonna be wet. We ain't got none the next couple days. Hopefully this weekend I get them cleanups done. But property management companies, this is what happened. I got these work orders. They just keep coming in from these property management companies. And like I say, it's transitioning to me. Well, I ain't gonna say transition. I'm still gonna cut the grass, do the lawns, but it's giving me an opportunity to learn different skill sets, doing different things. And basically, man, when I told you when I step on ground with these property management companies, it's taking pictures of everything, like from rooter to tutor. Uh, I got one coming up. I got to do an estimate on. I'm finishing up an estimate on. It's bushes need to be done. Need leaf removal. Overgrown all in the back. Full cleanup basically. Also got to do some gutter cleanup on it, and also got to do a pressure washing on the house. So, tell you, dealing with the property management companies, man, this is gonna keep me booked the rest of the year dealing with them. And this past week, that's what it's been. So, I even had a job this last week as a Cobb, my dog Cobb. I had we deal with the same company, and I had a job, man. They had sent me, and it was like something they want to expedite it. Now, let me tell you how quick I did this job. This job it might have been one of my most profitable as far as time. I had one about something like it. So I did the job in about 20 minutes to 22, 25 minutes, something like that. Uh it was replacing locks, getting them swapped out, putting some new ones on the door, about 20, 22 minutes, $270 minus the materials I had to buy. So property management company, you know what I'm saying? $270, 22 minutes, man. I took a grinder. Me and my pops was talking. I was gonna go buy a bolt cutter. I was gonna go buy a bolt cutter to cut these locks. Now, man, y'all gotta sit back sometime and just breathe easy. Don't be so in a rush to buy this equipment. If you don't need it, think about what you got. Now, I had a grinder in the garage. You know what I'm saying? So I watched YouTube. I went right back to YouTube University. I watched YouTube. I was watching a guy on YouTube. He was trying to cut the lock with the bolt cutter. And in the comment section, I'm reading the comments as the video's going on. A guy in the comment section said, just get a grinder. You would have cut that work all the way down. Man, I went straight to the garage. Had the right blade already, a metal blade. Went in there, man, got the blade, cut the locks off, swapped out the locks, man, 22 minutes, like I say, $270. So, did that with that property management company, man. It's that past week. Get yourself set up if you ain't on Google, man. Try to get yourself set up on Google. All this work that I get off these property management companies, all these estimates that I'm getting, it just comes off Google, man. And getting yourself ranked. I'm working my way up to getting ranked number 1. Shout out to all my customers. Really shout out to all my customers, because without them, you know what I'm saying, you can't even get ranked at number 1, man. You got to just do right. So, yeah, that was real fast cash, man. So, another thing too, this past week, in this past couple weeks, man, with my pops, being sick, man, I really sit down, man, and you get to reflecting. This the holidays coming up, and shout out to anybody that ain't got doesn't have people around for the holidays that's usually around for these holidays. You know what I'm saying? And because it get rough on some people. And so with my pops in the hospital this week and stuff just happening, the reality is of this thing, no matter what goes on in your life and other people's life, the job still gets to be done until you're out of here, basically. You know what I'm saying? You're here, you got a purpose. Some days we don't get out to bed. I ain't gonna lie, I've been drained these last couple months. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to get out to bed, but gotta talk to myself, had these self-talks. You know what I'm saying? You can't squander time and these talents we got and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Make the most that you can do out of time, man. Once the day is over with, don't too much dwell on what happened yesterday. Don't be dwelling on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Just live in the moment. Do what you can do for the day. And man, long as you gave it your best, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you got to really live like that to keep yourself stress free because life's gonna go on, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, my pops raised me, so we pretty tight, more than pretty tight. It's like my best friend, and life goes on. So last couple weeks, man, just make sure you straight. Make sure you do what you gotta do just to get it done, just to get the job done. Whatever you gotta do to get it done. What worked for me ain't gonna work for you, ain't gonna work for whatever the guest is coming on tonight. Each person gonna have something different that goes on for them. And just figure out how to get these jobs done and get this work done and just stick to the purpose and stick to the script. So what up with it, DS? So we gonna get to the news, man. Let me get to this news clip. Oh man, I almost lost the news clip. Hold on. It's talking about these leaves. Okay, here we go. So let me share this real quick. All right, so hold on, the news clip. Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. Every time I miss a week, we come back. We might got technical difficulties. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, let me get this right for y'all. It's true. But anyway, it's getting to talking about the leaves, and it was talking about just the natural. So I can't get it. It's something going on, but let's talk. It's talking about the natural state of just the falling of the leaves, and how basically everything that we live in here in this United States is capitalism. So even with the leaves, right? So you can tell your customer that the leaves drop. You can have them mulched up, cut up. They going back into the ground. It's really good for the ground. It's like it's nothing bad you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But in this article, I can't get pulled up. It was mentioned about leaf removal, and it was talking about how everything is getting sold. So basically, man, it's no excuse not to be working year round for real. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the leaves off the ground, let's just say like guys who seed and aerate. Soon as that grass get to popping up, so you just pay for the seed and aeration. Soon as this grass get to popping back up, you got to blow these leaves off again. That's another job. You know what I'm saying? But the article was mentioning how everything's, you know what I'm saying? You can cut the leaves up and put it back in naturally, but now we're selling chemicals. So it's a whole deep rabbit hole to go down. But it was mentioning this, man, and it's basically no reason not to work all year round, man. Even like if you just start with one person, take that one person, build on to two people the next season. This year for me, out of my 5 years in this thing, it'll be 4 years. Now it'll be 3 years I worked almost year round. So more than half the time. And it's just man getting out here working, serving the customers, and just man, I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Like with me, it's just character. I'm gonna tell you like character before we get on here with the guests, man. Character translate to even your work, man. Like just do your work with pride. Do everything with pride, man, and it'll translate into work. Translate into if you're looking for money, more money. translate into more relationships. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's watching. Do everything with a smile. When you get back to the crib, you handle that when you get back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wish I could have got that article pulled up, man. It wouldn't pull up. Like I say, technical difficulties, mixed up, messed up from last week. So we're gonna get into the guests though, because gotta get y'all guests, man. We gotta get y'all guests, man. And I think it's gonna be a good one tonight. So with this one tonight, this guy right here, shout out to him. I'll let him get to explaining when he get on here. Uh, I kind of y'all heard me talk about the heavy machinery and stuff. So the mini skids and stuff. So when you get somebody who can tell you how it's been when they got it on the ground, running the equipment, it's a different perspective than just even watching these videos sometimes. You know. So I'm gonna get right into it, man. We got a guest coming on tonight, and man, we're gonna get him in here and let him introduce himself. What up with you, man? Let me get you. Can you
What's
can
up?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, man. What's up with it? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I don't know why our names ain't at the bottom.
Hmm.
But go ahead, man. Introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Shang Strother, the owner of Shang's Landscaping Service out of Lexington, South Carolina, and I do lawn care and landscaping. So,
Lawn care and landscaping. So, man, how long you been doing it, man? How long you been in the business, Shane?
well, this right here will be year 8 for me, but I've been like a weekend warrior longer, about 18 to 20. Just doing it on the weekend. But the last 8 years, I went gun ho for it, and it's been a ride. Improvements every year. You
Nah,
know,
18 years, heck yeah, it's been a ride. So, what made you? You say you was a weekend warrior. When did it make sense to say I need to be doing this more than the weekend?
well, it started when I told myself I was doing construction work, and I had me and the owner had a conversation and stuff, and he was like, "You going to work here?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not going to work here for you for the rest of my life." He
Yeah,
was like, and he looked at me crazy, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to work for you for the rest of my life." And I told him, I was like, "I'm gonna work for myself." And he was like, "Okay." He didn't complain about it none at all. And
no pushback or nothing.
nah, he didn't. He understood because he was an entrepreneur himself. Because I was working for a small business contractor, and
Facts. Yeah, facts. Yeah, go ahead.
so with that, he understood. So when the time came, had a good job doing construction.
Uh-huh.
Um, I told myself, I said, when I turn 40, I'm not working for nobody but me.
Okay.
And everything that I spoke of has come to reality. I mean, I speak it, it happens. It doesn't happen right then, but it happens. So when I
Eventually. So,
turned 40,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
when I turned 40,
Uh-huh.
I took a leap of faith and had one job that, I made $1,000 that week.
So
And
landscaping.
yeah, it was a cleanup job.
Oh,
And
okay, go ahead.
it was like one of my clients in their HOA community. They had an area that they wanted cleaned up,
Yeah.
and I did the job. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna rush it. It took me about 3.5 days,
Uh-huh.
and I did that. And then it was like a lightning strike or a light bulb that
I
opened
got
up.
I got a question real quick. All right, so you said it took you about 3.5 days. So you said it was about $1,000, 3.5 days. So what would that 3.5 days been at your construction job? Would you say like just give like what would you would have made?
uh,
Because I know
it'd been
construction
about the
is
same.
good money. Yeah, because I was about to say I know construction is good money. But the thing is, you made that on your own.
Yeah. See, I mean, I wouldn't have to put in like a 8 to 10 hour day doing
Okay,
construction
thanks.
with
Okay.
that. I might have did 4 or 6 hours
Uh huh.
and then be like, I'm good for the day and then come back.
Gotcha.
And I did it like that. And then when I made that money, it was like, okay, that's when it was like an addiction.
Okay.
I gotta hustle.
It takes that
That's
paper.
yeah. So it became a hustle
Yeah.
that everybody catches that bug.
Uh,
And you want to obtain, you want to get more and more and more, but you know, it's a time where you're gonna get what we call jugs, or you're gonna catch,
yeah.
you
Plays, yeah.
know,
Yeah. They come.
plays and stuff like that.
Oh, hold on. I
And
don't I got a question. So on the weekend, you say you're the weekend warrior. How many was you handling on the weekend usually? And then
man,
another question too, it's two-part question. And how many days was you on the ground with your construction job?
I was working 4 days on the construction,
Uh-huh.
and it would be like I worked Monday through Thursday. I may work out of town, and that Thursday evening I would leave from work, come home, get my little setup, and get out there and be
Yeah.
in the trenches till like 9 o'clock. If it was daylight savings, I couldn't do nothing. But in the
Yeah.
summertime, I would work to dark, man. I would be cutting grasses and eating dirt and sand and stuff, and just getting
What
it,
you gotta
and
do.
just working and just learning to build, learning the craft, learning everything I need to know, and trying to understand the business, and
So
learning about equipment. And
that
it,
was that was about to be my next question. What
it
equipment was you running in the beginning?
man, when I first started, which is, we're gonna play it back, my godfather, Jason Holman,
Uh-huh.
he used to cut grass, which he still do. He cuts
Oh,
grass and he lays sod. I call him the sod god. He
okay.
can go in anybody's yard and lay down sod,
And make it thrive.
make it. I mean, he's got a green thumb.
Yeah.
Really has a green thumb. So he was cutting grass. So he
Okay.
put me on to the game to doing it. I was just a helper, and
And
he was like, "If you want to cut grass, be at my house 7 o'clock sharp." I was like, "Okay," because I got to get up, for my job. I was
yeah.
like, "That's fine." He was like, "We're gonna work," and I went there, went to his house, got in the truck. He had me doing the weed eating, but basic stuff like branches and stuff, because I never knew anything about a zero turn. He had one of those zero turns that you sit down like a walk behind. I never saw one, and I was asking, "What's that?" He was like, "It's a zero turn." Can't tell you the brand,
Yeah.
but I worked for him for that day and stuff, and he would pay me, and I started looking at it. I was like, "Man, this is like easy money."
Yeah.
I work outside already, so what's the difference?
Well, yeah.
So
And you able to put that money up. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I was doing that, and then I used that money to go on a cruise.
Uh-huh.
And when I went on the cruise, I was out there in the water, on the cruise boat, looking at nothing but water and the silhouette from the moonlight. And I
Yeah.
was just thinking, I said, you know what? If I could do this on the side to take a cruise trip,
Uh-huh.
I can do other things. So I said the next year I'm gonna start trying to get on my own. I told him, he was like, "Yeah, you can do it." You know. So what I did,
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you out too. I'm gonna let you go. But just that support from them two people right there, the job you was at, and then the guy you was helping. You know what I'm saying? Telling you you can do it, man. That's go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, "You can do it." He said, "It's out here," So I
Uh-huh.
told him I was gonna do it, and he just, he looked at me and was like, "Okay, some people they give you the benefit of the doubt." That's what I
Yeah.
do. I give you the benefit of the doubt.
Uh-huh.
So the next year, I went to Lowe's. I
Yeah.
bought me a Troy built Pushmore.
Yeah.
Uh, a
Yeah.
good friend of mine gave me a Ryobi weed eater that had like the first combi attachments
Yeah.
that I didn't know nothing about, didn't know nothing about the weed eater.
Yeah.
And I went to Walmart and bought it was called a weed eater hand blower. So I
Hold on.
started with that.
A weed eater hand blower. Hold on. What's that? I ain't never heard of that.
Man, this was back in the days, and Walmart had it. I mean, and it was just like a little hand blower, gas
Picture
hand
that
blower.
after the show. Yeah, you got to send me a picture of that after the show.
So
Go ahead.
I had that, and I started cutting.
Mhm.
and trying to do my little cuts, and it wasn't what I thought because I was seeing how he was doing his work, and I was like, he got this figured out.
Yeah, you like,
And
oh, okay, so you out there, okay. Hold on. I can relate a little bit. I kind of know what you're saying. I was watching people doing it, but when I first got out, I'm scalping yards. I'm thinking all I gotta do is push the mower or run the mower.
yeah, you
It's
you
the time
you
to
out there
yeah.
cutting. You
Nah,
out
yeah,
there
go
just you just out there cutting. You
ahead.
don't know nothing about stripes or the height of
Yeah,
cutting this type of centipede or zoysia. You just out there cutting yards, and then at first you just cutting grass. You
yeah,
don't know nothing about the different types of grass or sod.
yeah,
So it went from that to start that to learning to didn't know about sharpening your blades, and then didn't know about when your equipment start breaking down. That's when I had one client he became a good friend, and he's like a father figure to me. His name is Ronnie Socks. I call him Mr. MacGyver.
uh-huh.
Uh, he told me that he was like, eventually you're gonna have to start learning how to work on your equipment. And I was like, huh? He was like, you got money to take it to the shop? I was like, not like that. He said, well, you need to start learning.
That's what happened to me, man. It started with a conversation like that with me, with how I learned how to basically do all my basics. I was taking stuff to the shop, and one season, the guy who was working on my stuff, man, he something ended up happening to him, and he had my mower, man, the whole summer. You know what I'm saying? His back was down, and the mower was just out there, man. And I had a bill whenever I had to pick it back up. And shout out to social media, I had somebody reach out to me, and they was like, "Man, look, it's a whole lot of simple stuff I could walk you through, and you could do your basics." But go ahead.
Yeah. So like with him, he was one of those guys, he was an older fella. He went he went to trade school, and he learned how to
Small engine, basically.
yeah, to build race cars. So he knew a little bit about small engine stuff.
Okay.
So to me, I'm super green. And
Yeah.
he would be telling me, well, it may be this and this, which I learned a lot from this guy. Still to this day,
Uh-huh.
he helps me with a lot of stuff in the background.
And this was your
And
customer.
huh?
And this would start out. This was your customer.
Yes, yeah. To this day, I
All right.
mean, to this day, I mean, and right now, me and him have conversation, talk, and if I need to, I have a troubleshoot question, I can call him, and he can just sit over the phone and start giving me troubleshoot thoughts of whatever, and he gives good advice about certain situations of what I'm doing, and he loves it because he's like one of those guys that love
To help
equipment.
out. Yeah, and that's what he. Yeah, okay, it's what he loved to do. So
He's
fast
yeah.
forward. We're gonna fast forward now. We're
So
gonna fast forward to throughout this whole process. Like you said, it was maybe 18 years ago. You've been 8 years solo now. Well, I ain't gonna say 8 years solo. You say you've been 8 years out here.
yeah,
So to this day, what's it been like? Hiring, firing, you solo to this day. How,
yeah.
how's it go? How's it work for you?
Man, it's the hiring part is hard. You can get some people, and some people are not built for this. The, the elements is real crucial out here. Summer is unforgiving. Spring is perfect. Fall is perfect. Winter, everything slows down unless you got some good contracts. But I'm basically solo.
Okay.
But with that idea of being solo, I started looking at situations where you know some people call it an exit plan.
Uh huh.
And when you start getting up in age,
Yeah.
you
Nah.
can't
Yeah.
you
Go
can't
ahead.
really do what you did when you was in your younger days. So you got to start thinking smarter.
Uh huh.
So I started looking at situations where I want a zero turn. I got a zero turn. Well, I need a backup zero turn. I got a truck. Need a backup truck. Stuff like that. And then I started looking at
Go
doing
ahead.
cleanups and using my utility trailer. And it was one day I was at the landfill and I was unloading my utility trailer. I seen three people come in the landfill with dump trailers.
Hey, let me tell you something. Last winter, I was pulling off them limbs, and a couple times, man, them guys pull up and did and pull right off, and you out there
Exactly.
pulling, and you sweating out here in the cold. You know,
45 minutes
yeah,
unloading.
yeah, you
Unloading.
sweat. So hold on. Here's the next question. What all type of equipment you got? What you running?
All right. What I started with was a John Deere, which I
Uh-huh,
still got, 757. Then I bought me a Skag Tiger Cub, an older model.
uh-huh,
I mean, that's the most strikingest mower I got.
uh-huh.
And then I bought another John Deere, which was a 930M. And then I got a walk behind because I had one
Oh,
yard that I couldn't get because I use 60-inch decks. Because I
okay.
believe if you got 60-inch decks and you cutting 5 feet instead of a 48, you
Uh-huh.
know, you're gonna downsize on your time.
Yeah.
So that was just my rule of thumb. So it was like that. And I had one yard where I had a 21 inch and I couldn't stand it. So I went on Marketplace. I found this walk behind John Deere and I went to North Carolina and I bought it. Now, the thing about me, I love buying tools. If it's going to make the job easy, get it. It'll pay for itself in in the long run. But if you can afford to get it, purchase it,
Hey.
use it, keep up with it, and take care of your stuff the best you can.
All right. So
And
I heard you say you do landscaping too. Break down your landscaping equipment.
well, with the landscaping, I converted over. I started, doing the old fashioned wheelbarrow and shovels, and then I wanted to convert over to like the dingo stuff. So like the toros and the bobcats, they're pricey. I don't do that much type of landscaping to invest in it. So that's when they started coming out with the Chinese equipment that's cheaper. So I had a client that called me, said, "Hey man, I got one of these. I bid it on the auction, and if you want to look at it, you can take a look." I went and looked at it,
Uh-huh.
and we talked. I bought it, got it the beginning of this year. Saw another guy that had a mini excavator.
Yeah.
Talked to him. He wasn't, well, that was last year. He didn't want to sell it. This year he wanted to sell it. I purchased that. So
Uh-huh.
it's like all this stuff right here that you can get less than $10,000
So hold on. You say you got the mini. What attachments do you got with it?
for the mini skid steer. I got a bucket, got the forklift, and the grapple.
Okay. Okay.
For
And you
the
say oh,
mini,
you got all that for around 10?
well, I mean, for the mini excavator, I mean, for the mini skid, I got that for like about 7,500 with everything. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So I got like about a 48-inch bucket instead of the little 32-inch bucket that comes with them.
Hmm.
So I use that to for installing river rock and mulch. And then I bought the mini excavator, which I got that for a deal. The man got it at auction. I got that with the thumb, the 14-inch auger, and the rake. So, and if you go on the TPM website to look at that number 16 model,
Yeah.
you'll see that model's like 12,000.
Yeah.
But the guy that I bought it from, he bought it straight from the auction, brand new, and all he had was like 3 hours on it.
Yeah. Oh man,
Sweet
you
deal.
got a
So
deal.
yeah, I got a great deal on that. So I mean, I believe in investing in equipment because you're gonna
Yeah,
need it.
yeah. Because I'm about to get into these questions because we was talking behind the scenes. There's something else that you also talked about. Dump trailers.
Yeah, man. I got my first dump trailer when we had a bad storm down here, and I
Uh huh.
went to Arden, North Carolina, and
Uh huh.
got my first. I think it was a 6x10. With the drop gate door, so you can like lift it up and like drop it out at the back like a tailgate when you doing driveways.
Yeah.
So that was my first dump trailer because I was like, when I saw them guys come in there and dump that stuff, and I was still there, I said, I'm getting me a dump trailer.
Yeah.
That's it. The next year, I got one.
Uh-huh.
and I got that one, and I used that one, start doing jobs, loading it up, packing up, put boards on the side to get more height. Used to, stump on the back to
Yeah.
pack it, go to the landfill, press the button, boom, in and out. Then was last year I wanted to get a bigger one. I got a 7x12 with the four-foot walls.
Okay.
Got that one for a great deal. I mean, I got it from a guy that I found on Marketplace,
Market,
and
listen,
he
man. That marketplace. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Marketplace Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and it was so crazy because one of my partners, he had just bought one, and he had bought a 7x14,
Uh-huh.
and he spent like 14K
And
for
you
that
just
trailer.
saved you a bunch.
You know what I mean? That's what he paid now.
Yeah.
So
Nah, but I'm
when I
saying you went and saved you a bunch.
Oh yeah. So when I went on Marketplace, I found this guy. I mean, I was on Marketplace just like stalking it, looking. I'm looking because I wanted one bad, and he was just throwing it in my face. And then all of a sudden, one night, I was going to get some dinner, and I was on Marketplace. I saw it,
Yeah.
and I started just typing on there, "Hey, do you want it?" And it was a brand new dump trailer. He only used it for like two things. That was to renovate his daughter's house. He
Wow.
went straight to the factory down in Georgia to buy this dump trailer. And
Hold on. Let me tell y'all something too. I don't mean to cut you off on that point. This what I be talking about, man, when I say it's just people out here who the money's out here. You just gotta get in certain you just gotta get in the right places. Cause I'm listening to you talking about one guy that sold you a piece of equipment that he went to the auction and he got it, you got that with 3 hours on it. Then you mess around, you get a dump trailer off the Facebook marketplace. Man, you
yeah,
saved yourself probably 20,000.
yeah. I mean,
Go ahead.
man, that I got it. I paid him for it. Great guy.
Yeah.
That week I put it to work.
So
So
all right. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. So
so
go ahead. Go ahead. Go, no,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
got a
Tell me.
question for you, man, because I'm itching to ask you this. So, like what you said, you gotta have this equipment to do these jobs fast, efficient, right.
Correct.
So to a guy who's like he's holding on to money, he's scared to take that chance. To man, if I buy this, am I gonna be able to make it back? If I get this, will this piece of equipment just be sitting? What's
No.
from a guy who's actually running, you basically running everything. You running the mowers, you got the
Yeah,
mini, you got the excavator, you got the dumps.
yeah.
What would you
It's-
say to a guy on pulling the trigger and grabbing these things? Or he's questioning himself or thinking about or just get a perspective on how you're gonna make this back.
I mean, you'll make it back. You gotta target what you're looking for in making the money back. I looked at that 7x12 by 4 foot dump trailer
Uh-huh.
as I'm gonna use it for landscaping,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna rent it out. I'm gonna bring it to your house,
Nice.
drop it off, lock
Yeah.
it down, and let you fill it up to the top, and then I'm gonna take it to the landfill and I'm gonna charge you a fee.
So and you wasn't even like that wasn't even nothing to your that wasn't your lane. It just became your lane once you had the necessary equipment.
Correct. Because I mean, if I'm not going to be using that dump trailer every day,
Hmm.
so I mean, it's just going to sit there till I use it. But if I can just bring it and drop it off, and you load it,
Yeah.
you load it up to the top,
And you come
and
pick
then
up.
after
Yep.
that, I come back and pick it up, and I take it. You pay me, and then I take it to the landfill, dump it. That's easy money.
Hey, easy money like what I just said earlier. And that right there, that's about the same thing I just said. $25, I made 270. Those are about the same numbers. All you doing is taking it off the hitch, pulling back up, putting it back on the hitch,
Yeah,
going to the field, hitting the button. Go
that's
ahead.
it. All you're doing is pressing the button. You open up the doors and press the button and pull off. Boom. And
Go
then
ahead.
you just pay for the fee at the landfill. So, with that, it was just, it it's gonna pay for itself. You're gonna
Okay.
do landscaping jobs, you're gonna do tree work, or you're gonna do debris removal and stuff like that. Or like with me, I use it now. My main purpose for that trailer was
Yeah.
to do leaf cleanups because I got a debris loader as well, you
Okay.
know. So I lucked up on that and got that from one of the dealers, and because I had one leaf job that I did like 2 years ago. I
Okay.
mean, I probably had about a 40-yard line of leaves, probably 15 feet wide, but 40 yards long. And
Oh,
man, when I did it the first year I did the property, I told myself, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this no more.
yeah.
Because, I
Hey,
mean,
so hold on. I got a question. I'm going to cut you off. All right. So when you went, you said the first year, right? So when you went back the second year, you're able to charge what the same price? You charging more?
went
How'd you
up,
do it? Because I know you cut that
upcharged.
time in half.
I upcharged it because the
Yeah,
first year I did it, I
you didn't get the price
underbidded it.
right. Okay, got
You know what I mean? Because it took me 2 days
you.
because I
Mm,
was loading that stuff
hold
with
it
a
up. Yeah,
tarp.
yeah.
And then, so it was like,
Older is yeah, night and day.
it's yeah, so it's like, man, no. I said, there's no way. And then when I realized they had the Billy Goat debris loader, which I got the 18 horsepower, and
Okay,
it motors it like 10 to 1 or something like that. I'm like, man,
okay,
all I got to do is just push it there and just let this thing just suck. I mean, I said, I got to get it. I started
okay.
looking, I found one, got it next year, went up there, upcharged it. And the client, he was like, what you got there? I was like, I told him, I said, this is a grown man. He was like, what? I said, this is a grown
Hey, it
man.
turned into some more work too, didn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, I got that. We did it, made the job way easier. You know, it.
Okay.
But I mean, it's got its pros and cons because I mean, it's a dirty job with that debris loader because it is going to mulch it up and just shoot it. And if you don't have it boxed in, which I don't do the boxed in style,
Uh-huh.
but I do like the mesh tarps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it works. So you got to
Yeah.
think about it. You ain't got a big pile that you got to
Something to think about. Yeah, go ahead.
lift it and use your strength
Uh-huh.
to load on the dump tray. All you're doing is letting it suck up and then pull up, suck up. One of the best investments. I mean, let
Yeah.
me tell you, a debris loader, a dump trailer, and whatever zero turn that you want, and a truck,
A good
it's gonna
truck.
make you money. I mean, whatever your preference is. I mean, you get you a truck. You
Zero
if you can
turn
afford.
trailer good loader.
Yeah, I
And
mean, those
you
things
working
are
all
gonna make
season.
you money.
Yeah, and you spring clean up, you fall clean up, and you mowing good. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah,
And whatever any like you say you had a storm that came your way one time, which I talk about that disasters. If you got a dump trailer and a disaster hit,
yeah,
you the man.
yeah. I mean, and see, only thing you need with that
Uh-huh.
is if you got like cleanups like that and
Yeah.
stuff,
Hey,
you get that mini skid steer with the
that was
grapple.
hold on, you just took my next question. Hold on 1 second. You okay, the mini skid with the grapple. I want you to talk about the mini skid with the grapple. Don't lose that thought. But then this is what I want to also when you come off of that, I want you to talk about how was you able to make that money back getting jobs that quick with that. So go ahead with the mini skid with the grapple because I want one. I know a couple other guys who talking about them, and they just like I'm kind of wait for it to fit to the business. But go ahead, the mini skid with the grapple.
Man, you just think about you over there picking these limbs up by
Uh,
hand and load them on to the dump trailer.
yeah.
You just go over there, scoop it, open it up, then close down. You can grab a couple of them, then
And haul
boom, just drop them on the trailer. It saves your back, less manpower. I mean, that machine is like two people in one.
it back. Yeah.
So you use it to your capabilities and don't exert it too much because it's got a certain weight
Wait.
limit that
Yeah.
it'll lift, but it'll save you. It'll save your back and just your physical on that.
And
So
basically, from what you heard saying, basically, it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
yeah, it's worth it. I mean, you got to look at it.
Mhm.
If you don't make your money back that year, you got the second year or the third year. It's
Yeah.
guaranteed. But
Mhm.
you have to invest in equipment that's gonna help you in the long run because nobody is getting younger.
Hey,
You know,
man, hey, let me tell you something. That's a good point right there. You said nobody's getting younger, and another thing, a lot of people we complain about employees, and like you said, everybody ain't built for these elements. Well, that mini is built for these elements. It ain't
yeah,
gonna cry. It ain't gonna talk back. It's gonna show up to work as long as you take care of that machine.
that's right. You do the maintenance on it and you give it the diesel or the gas, it's gonna crank up unless that battery's dead.
That's
And
what's
you
up,
let it
Willie.
warm up.
Too. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, Willie. Hey, yeah, Willie. I'm gonna have to be in touch, Willie. Yes, I am. Because man, let me tell you something. I I get a lot of calls. Like I say right now, I got these cleanups coming with this property management company. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a yard that I'm talking about loaded with debris. I didn't get the estimate because say if I would have had that many, like what you talking about, I would have priced it and I could have got that estimate of what they wanted me to what they was trying to pay for it. But me being out there having to use, like you say, manpower, using me, having to call somebody else and maybe somebody else, I have to charge accordingly because I have to pay this I have to pay these employees.
that's right.
But if I had that piece of equipment, like you say, man, I could have did that job, and that was gonna be a 2 day job. If I had that piece of equipment, like you say, man, that probably would have been 6 hours, 4 hours,
Easy.
5 hours, easy out of there. You know what I'm saying? With like 3 days pay. Like what you said, you did that one job in 3 days, made that 1,000. Well,
Yeah,
they cleaned up, they was trying to pay me 3,200 for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I just didn't want to. It wasn't gonna make sense for me having to pay somebody the trips I was gonna have to make to the dump site, what I was gonna have to pay, all it just wasn't gonna make sense, you know what I'm saying, for a
hmm
couple days. But like you say, with that investment, that hey, rent them. But see, let me tell you something, Cat's Paw. You can't rent one unless you got a 2,500.
yep,
I ain't got no 25 yet. That's the next step. You
yeah,
can't rent it if you ain't got the 25. So it's levels to it. And the thing you said is a truck, the dump trailer, your debris loader, your zero turn.
yeah.
So you talk about the minis and stuff. So what type of truck you got, bro?
I got a Toyota Tundra, so
Okay. I
I
run a
mean,
ton. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So I mean, because right then, it was like I wasn't even looking at 2,500. Now I'm looking at 2,500s because it's like doing the landscaping jobs or some certain types of tree removals or just
It's it's just like that mini. It's
yeah,
just like that. It's a necessary piece of equipment, even if you ain't running it every day.
yeah.
It's
So I mean,
necessary when you need
it's going to do the job. It's a major investment. You don't have to worry about it. The
it.
Tundra I got, it pulls. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm impressed with it. It's
But
it's
you know what your business is calling for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So each year, you got levels to grow,
yeah,
and it's, as I call it, new toys to get that you see that you want.
yeah.
And
Hey, yeah. Now, facts. Go ahead, because we all been
and
kids, man. We love this equipment. Go ahead.
yeah, so I mean, you want toys, and you know it's going to help, and you just got to make sure it's going to fit your business and what you're trying to obtain. But
I'm,
ev-
hold on. I'm gonna give let me shoot back at you on that one. You say handle your business. Now I'm sitting there thinking about something. You say you grab that other dump trailer. If you ain't got it, you got it rented sometimes.
yeah,
All right, so my dude grabbed two of those minis this year from the auction around March or April. They ain't came back yet.
yeah,
They've been rented out the whole time.
yeah. I mean,
So
it's that simple.
yeah. So yeah,
It's
he's been rented out the whole time. He's got another machine, but those two, they've been rented out the whole time. They've been paid over probably 3 or 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah,
So but go ahead.
yeah. I mean, those machines. I mean, they work. They work,
Hmm.
and you can make your money off of them. And it's gonna, like I said once again, it's gonna save you physically.
So I'm all right. So and I wanna we go. I gotta back up a little bit because we talked, man, a couple weeks ago, and you was telling me you just bought one of the machines this year, and you said,
About
man, I bought it this year. You told me you bought it. Now go ahead and drop the game on what was the. I think it was like the next job or the next job after that type of work you had after you end up getting this machine. Because man, I want to put people. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we grinding, we entrepreneurs. I'm trying to put some of us and even myself at ease to know, okay, when I drop this cash off on this machine, it's like I'm feeling good when I did it. It's no worries. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't run it, don't work out, you can still sell it back. Some of them and get dang near get your money back. But go ahead and
it,
explain. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
to be honest, man, when you buy that equipment,
Uh
this is the God honest truth. You on pins and needles because you just invested this type of money, and
huh. Fact.
you really trying to figure out how am I make this money back,
Uh huh.
regardless if you spend $4,500 to $7,000. How am I going to make this money back this year? And then luckily, sometimes it's just
40 or 60 on a big one. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean,
Same
it can be just like that where you can do a mulch job and do 20 yards of mulch,
Uh huh.
and boom, and then you do 20 yards, and you get another job where you do 10 yards of mulch,
Mm-hmm.
boom. Or you can do where you get a landscaping job and you put in river rock and mulch and install metal borders and install plants. There you go.
There you go. Okay.
That
Yeah.
that can that those numbers just with that type of job can put you at 5 digits easy.
So you think this year? So do y'all get snow where you at?
Man, not in South
Not
Carolina. We
yet.
get rain,
Yeah. You get a lot of
but
rain.
if we
Y'all
do
get
get a
storms.
little bit of snow, it's
But
the
y'all get
chances are very
storms.
slim.
So, and I know y'all probably get them crazy storms whenever it's storm season. So
Yeah,
them machines is gonna get to work doing
yeah.
some cleanup. Yeah.
Yeah, that machine, whatever machine you get, it's gonna work. I cut grass year round. I
Gotcha.
don't stop cutting. I
Yeah,
don't
y'all
stop cutting.
area. Yeah, y'all area. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So
year round. Yeah.
I
Nice.
I
Okay.
I I cut grass when it's really not grass, but I mean some some
So
some maybe weeds or properties where it's 12 months.
yeah. So
You
I got a
you
question. One more we ain't touched on. How do you go about handling all your payments? How do you do it?
like
Even
invoices.
yeah, invoices. How do you handle your invoicing? The check.
Well, I
Uh.
do. I have a website that is called Top Line Pro that I use,
Okay, I know what you're
and
talking about. Everybody
I
pays through that.
yeah, you
Gotcha.
can go through that or the old fashioned way checks, but
Yeah.
mostly Top Line Pro because I can do quotes, send you a quote, proposal, and stuff like that,
Okay.
and that's basically it. I'm looking into getting with a CRM. I
Uh-huh.
was thinking about Jobber, but I'm still looking.
And check out you're able too. I mean,
Yeah, I remember you was talking about you're able.
you're able all year long. This helped me out. And like I say, man, y'all, you got to do what work for your business. I started off with a free CRM. I ran it. I know people still running it. You do what works for your business, what your business is calling for. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And so you tonight, man, I appreciate you coming on because you a solo operator, but basically you got these machines around you, you got these trailers around you. You're able to do the work of three, four, five guys.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a crew.
yeah,
And that's a blessing. But it's just I'm great. Like I say, my main thing have you on here, man. You invested in yourself. You believed in yourself. Sound like you didn't doubt yourself from the time you was at that job, and you had that intuition hit you to where I got to get on my own.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that, and then I mean, I got a ride or die best friend,
Uh
Tori
huh.
Cook, that
Yeah.
me and him conversate. He's the founder of Southern Swag Outdoors. Check him out. Go to his Facebook page,
Yeah. Let me
and
check it out.
I think he on YouTube as well.
Uh huh.
But you got to have people that's in your circle that's gonna help build you,
Yeah.
and that's one guy. that does that. And we reciprocate the energy for his business and
Yes,
mine's,
sir.
and
Yeah.
you got to have that, because it's gonna be people out here that's gonna doubt you, man. I had people used to laugh at me, man. They was like, man, he ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
And now you know what they do now?
What's that?
Can I get a job? And
Hey,
I be like, nah. I'm like, I'll try you out. I'll give you a
a
2-day
shot
test
today.
run.
Uh-huh.
You know, they can't make it. And they look at me, they give me the nickname Optimus Prime because I don't stop.
Man, hey, let me tell you something. That's crazy, man. Because, like you say, the elements. A lot of people think they built for, man.
Yeah, it's
Until they get
serious out here.
after it, and they see what's up.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna drop you out, man. Hey, drop, man. I don't know why it ain't showing your name on here tonight, man. I will update it, guys. I have it updated with his name and everything in the description. Man, you go ahead, drop your stuff anyway. Tell them where to find you at, man. Check you out.
All right. You can go to ShangsLandscaping.com. That's my website. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, Shane's Landscaping. Check the workout. You may see that caption say you see it. You don't really see too much of the face. You're gonna start seeing it. But
Hey, the work. As long as you got the work on there, that's what
I'm
matters.
I'm a brain I'm a brain the work, and I'm a brain the pressure, but
Yeah,
check me out, and thank you for the opportunity, man.
man. Stay in the background, man. Appreciate you coming on. So stay back there, man. Hey, man. Hey, Shane's landscaping, man. So had him on. He talked about all that equipment he got. If it's a Black Friday sale, hey, he just told y'all go reinvest, bro. And yes, if y'all was on the Instagram, he once sent me that big old spool or trimmer string that's probably gonna run me to 2028. You feel me? So yeah, it's going down, man. Mow Trappin Podcast, another Tuesday, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Everybody be safe. Y'all know Thanksgiving's the number one traveled holiday. Be safe on the road, man. Be safe traveling. A lot of people drinking and driving, man. Hey, if you do indulge, man, get you a designated driver or something, man. Make it safe, man. Do what you got to do. Enjoy yourself with your family, man. You only get next year. It's a lot of people that's here next year that might not be here next year. Just enjoy yourself, live in the moment. Like I said, uh, tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's gone. And man, y'all just do y'all thing, man. I appreciate y'all again for tapping in, man. We be back next Tuesday, man. Mow Trappin Podcast. Go check out that boy Shane, man, and catch them Black Friday sales and reinvest into your business. Out of here.